Well, that was good. I haven't had one of them.
Oh,
in a while.
right.
Well, that was good. I haven't had one of them.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay,
So
So
the other thing we need to do is bring up Jamie Mitchell. If we,
and what about Tracy?
Tracy's here.
Okay, oh, there you are. I was looking at everybody else.
And we need Lewis Braxton. There's Jamie. I see her, Jay Mitchell. Oh, and there's Lewis. Can you bring him up as well?
I don't see Jamie.
She is not up yet. She's in the audience.
Okay.
It's under F for Father, Lewis Braxton.
Are we ready? Okay, so are you ready for me to open?
Yes.
Dave, are we on? Okay, thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call the Board of Selectmen to order March 23rd at 6:01 PM. I'm going to take a roll call. First should say, I'd like to open the public meeting and take a roll call to present the selectmen. Alan
Here.
and Pat
Here.
and Mike
Here.
and Ed
Present.
and Sheila's here. The town attorney, Tim Murphy, is present to answer any legal or procedural questions. Good evening. This is the virtual Board of Selectmen meeting and voter registration appeal hearing. This is not a public participation hearing. Only witnesses specified for each party will be allowed to speak. And Dave, do you have the number of participants? Close to 80 participants, we hear. Item 2, presentation of evidence by Jamie Mitchell, former town clerk and registrar of voters.
So Jamie is here to present information, but in regards to the decisions she made as part of the hearing. However, Father Braxton was in today and supplied new information. And so I'm gonna let Tracy O'Rourke just inform the board about the new documents that she received, and certainly let Father Braxton speak to that.
Hi, everyone. So I did receive a signed lease agreement with the landlord of Mr. Braxton. And I also received a copy of his temporary new driver's license for the state of Maine, and also a copy of his car registration that he also did in the office this morning while he was there. So all of those documents together do qualify him as a registered voter of Kennebunkport. Does anybody have any questions about the documents?
I just have one. I was wondering, the lease agreement was dated March 1st, 2022. I'm kind of disappointed that he didn't bring that forward sooner than that, because we could have resolved this a lot easier. That's the only question I have.
So, Mr. Braxton, Father Braxton, would you like to answer that?
Unfortunately, I've had a sort of a family emergency, and I've been, I gotta say this with a straight face, I've been in California in taking care of a family member and relocating them for the last month and a half. So I just wasn't here. I wasn't able to move all the cogs. I didn't buy the car until I came back from California a week and a half ago. I didn't do the, I've been sending things in the mail back and forth to Kennebunkport, but I was actually in the high desert of California with a family member.
Well, thank you.
And I have one question. Were you aware that your month-to-month agreement is names the landlord as Jill Hurst? Mr. Braxton, you're muted.
I think that's her maiden name or married name. I don't know.
I just wanted
I've
to.
never actually known her for 20 years. She used to be,
The lease.
excuse me?
The lease's signature is Jill Perry. So I just wanted to bring that up as an item so that the public knows that we didn't miss that.
Yeah, okay. Maiden name, married name.
Married, okay. Any other questions?
I don't have any more.
I don't have any either. No questions.
No, none for me. Well,
Yeah.
I actually had one question for Tracy. Tracy, I had difficulty opening your email because I wasn't at my computer today. Was there a completed voter registration card for Mr. Braxton?
Well, I have the card that he submitted prior that was missing his main driver's license number, and I received that today. So it's standard procedure if someone provides that after the fact that I just fill it in for them. I don't make them fill out a whole new card.
So Mr. Braxton is registered to vote in the town of Kennebunkport
Yes.
as of now. Okay, thank you. That's my only question.
Okay.
So I think if there's no more questions, the subject is,
Yeah, I move to dismiss. He's a registered voter. There is
Yeah, I'll second that.
nothing else.
and Lori, are we to take a vote on this?
Yeah, I think this would be a good time to have Tim Murphy jump in and give you legal advice.
Okay, thank you.
There's a decision that Jamie made based on the facts she had at hand, that I think you have now received additional evidence. While Jamie may have been right when she rendered her decision, there are new facts that are now known that establishes residency. So I think what you would do, vote to grant the appeal and direct that, and Tracy's already done this, but I think you should vote to direct the registrar, who also is the clerk, to put Mr. Braxton back on the voter rolls. Now, that's already happened, but I think you should vote to grant the appeal and make the direction to Tracy. So it's just of the record, because the decision is still hanging out there. So this will close the bow, tie it up, and end the matter. So I would recommend you vote.
Okay, then I would like to amend my my motion to grant the appeal and direct Tracy to enroll Mr. Braxton as a registered voter of the town of Kennebunkport.
I'll second that.
All right, then I will take a roll call. Alan,
Aye.
Pat,
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Ed,
Aye.
and Sheila says aye. The the appeal is granted. So
Thank you.
you're very
Very
welcome. I wish we had done this earlier, so we wouldn't have gone through all this, but it is what it is.
Thank you all very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right,
And I just want to say one thing, that Jamie did a wonderful job, did a great job,
Good.
and she did everything according to law, and thank you, Jamie.
Yes, thanks.
Yes, absolutely.
it was a tough procedure, but in the end, it worked.
Well, I think justice has been served, if you will.
Okay. And so we will need a motion to adjourn,
So moved.
Second.
and all in favor.
Aye, aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you, everybody.
Good
And
night.
I'm-
We'll see you all tomorrow night at our Selectmen's regular scheduled meeting.
Right.
Yep.
Night, everyone. Thank you for letting me lend a hand. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
very
Thank you very
much,
much,
Tim.
Tim.
Take care, everybody.
You too.
Good night.